Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hey everyone, it is June 9th, and today's reflection is titled, Tear Those Castles Down. This one was inspired by a fantastic quote by Bertrand Russell from the book Why Men Fight. And before we get into today's episode, I just want to share a word of thanks to everyone who has donated to the GoFundMe for my wife, who was just recently diagnosed with an aggressive form of melanoma cancer. To everyone who has shared it, who has reached out with words of kindness and love and support and hope. It really means the world to us. It means more than you know. Seeing this community rally is inspiring and really gives us hope. So I just want to say thank you for that. And the quote goes like this: Men fear thought as they fear nothing else on earth, more than ruin, more even than death. Thought is subversive and revolutionary, destructive and terrible. Thought is merciless to privilege, established institutions, and comfortable habits. Thought is anarchic and lawless, indifferent to authority, careless of the well-tried wisdom of the ages. Thought looks into the pit of hell and is not afraid. It sees man a feeble speck, surrounded by unfathomable depths of silence. Yet it bears itself proudly, as unmoved as if it were Lord of the universe. Thought is great and swift and free, the light of the world, and the chief glory of man. I love that line, this one right here. Thought looks into the pit of hell and is not afraid. Gosh, how good is that? That whole passage is just amazing. Okay. Here is my reflection inspired by that. They rule from castles built on shifting shores of sand. You stand alone, and from a distance you see them, those rulers, iniquitous and mighty, absolute in their power and control. The air is filled with the buzz of their fork-tongued words, like swarming hornets bred to sting, to inject a meticulously blended cocktail of venom, one of misinformation, blended with equal parts fear and anger, right into your mind. Behind you lie the bodies of the fallen, those stung. They swell to bursting with these words, mumbling, repeating them over and again. Their fingernails dripping with the same venom, ready to tear and rip at those who come within reach. The fields of their minds, slashed and burned and salted. They crawl in waves, chanting their words of malevolence and division. The land around you turns black. Your trees of thought are being choked out by vines, dying in this mindless drought. Is there any hope? Trees of thought, of course. The roots go deeper than you know. Deeper than the shallow puddles of their lies. It doesn't have to be this way. And with that thought, branches of moral certainty grow. Those kings of lies sit upon a brittle throne of straw, desperately shielding it from the wind to hold on to their power and control. Leaves of green veracity unfurl. There is enough for everyone. My neighbors are the same as me. We all want the same thing, for our basic needs to be met, so our children may grow safely into the future. blossoms of honesty on the branches between the leaves. With kindness you turn to those crawling upon the blighted sands toward your feet. You crouch low and let them eat of the fruit of the tree of thought. Returning to form they stand, shrieks of pain and wrath from the castle. It is what those rulers fear most, this unflinching thought, spreading like a cure for the plague, anarchic and lawless, merciless to their privilege, indifferent to their authority. A thought that looks upon the pit of hell they have created and is not afraid. And together with your people, you march upon this castle built on sand. Your thought, swift and free like the wind, blows upon the feeble foundation, and down it falls. It is what they fear most. It all starts with a thought. Your thought. And there ends today's reflection. So go ahead and take out your journal or your napkin or look out the window and get ready for the reflection question. Ask yourself the following. What is my thought being controlled by? Do I fear critical thought as it challenges the foundations of my beliefs and the status quo? So never be afraid to think, to challenge the thoughts you already carry, to make room for new thoughts, to wrestle back and forth with them. It is what those in power, those kings of lies, those in their castles built on shifting shores of sand fear most. That's it for today, June 9th. I'll be back tomorrow, June 10th, with another reflection. Thanks for listening. Have a good one and take care.